All right, so we're pretty much going to start right off where we left off last time, which is that we're about to go into the first of the layer subzones. We're going to go into swamp here. I was taking a quick look before the stream just to make sure to refamiliarize myself with all my stuff here. I've got a number of useful spells. I've got a lot of mana. I've just got stupid amounts of mana, which I think is mostly coming from my Staff Conjuration, a Ring of Magical Power, and just a lot of int. So yeah, also a high spellcasting level, which could go even higher, and we will probably take that even further beyond. Oops, I hit a button. Let's fix that. But for right now, the main goals right now I'm killing stuff with Orb of Destruction and Lightning Bolt with a good amount of Lee's Rapid Deconstruction and the Hailstorm for big AoE pulls combined with Freezing Cloud. Hailstorm can do a lot of stuff, just as long as we're not up against like cold immune enemies. But then we have Lightning Bolt, Lee's Rapid Deconstruction, Orb of Destruction for just bang, 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 bang stuff. And we're working on getting Spellforge Servitor up and running. When Spellforge Servitor comes up, I believe it will cast Orb of Destructions, like, on cooldown. It'll just constantly be punking out Orbs of Destruction. So for one investment of 7 mana, we're going to get, like, 28 mana or better. Hey, Brandon. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for your lurk. We're going to do... for one investment of 7 mana, we'll be able to get, like, almost 30 mana worth of benefit from it. So that's really what our main goal is, to get servitors up and running, because eventually the goal is just going to be plunk down servitors and then hailstorm groups of enemies until everything's dead. But for now, we're going into the layer branch here, and so what I'm going to do is I want to whoops, wait, Oh, I got teleported away. I didn't even notice it. Turn 1, as soon as I entered, there was a teleportation trap that spawned on the entranceway, and it teleported me into the area near some monsters that are already here. That's fun. What a great turn 1. So what I want to do here is I want to look at Orb of Destruction, which is on G, and I want to quiver... Nope, that's the wrong button. I want to quiver... Orb of Destruction onto that, because we're going to go plunk, plunk, plunk. And then when I don't want to cast Orbs of Destruction continually, I have Stone Arrow, which is on C, and I have Lightning Bolt, which is on H. So I can go like cat C, a few times to like kill things like this single Tyrant Leech. Because I don't have infinite mana. I've got a lot of mana, but I most decidedly do not have what I would consider infinite mana. It's a Goliath Frog. And a Spriggan Rider. That's a Ghost Crab. I need to step away from a rock wall here. It's just that my... Blow up the Spriggan Rider and the Hornet in the same turn. That's fun. Now we kill the Ghost Crab. Yeah. We are very strong in this run. Now I'm going to get back towards the entrance here just to make sure that I have clean, unfettered access to the entrance should I need to retreat later. And now we're going to go pick up some stuff here. Wow. Elionoma. What a name. My cat has stolen my seats, making engaging with the stream difficult. Oh no. Oh no, kitty cat. Well, let the cat type then. Spirits. Oh, this isn't a... I thought this was a unique. This is just a regular enemy. From the cypresses and willows of the fen stems the power of these fierce protective spirits. They've got a fair amount of hit points. It just looked like a key smash. That's all right. It can do a lot. It's got some spells, which I don't really know what its spells do, but that's fine. We're just going to cast... Well, we're going to get one step close. Boy, there's a lot of enemies over here. Whoa! You're like right next to me. How the hell did that happen? Alright, we gotta back off. Okay, there's the frog dead. There's the Spriggan dead. And the hornet it was riding on. So they can move through trees then. So she jumped from this tree to this tree to be right next to me in one turn. That I gotta be aware of. That's a regular kite shield. I will pick up some gold. There's a swamp worm over here, which can keep trying to shoot me if it wants. I have an amulet of reflection on, so anything that uses projectile-based weapons is gonna be in for a rough time with me. It's another scroll of identify. There's a Spriggan druid over here. A regular Spriggan. Let's put a couple of these orbs out. See how this goes. Druid's dead. Okay, this is going all right. These tyrant leeches are like stronger than I give them credit for. Ooh, alligator. Got him. Ring of protection from fire. I will keep hold of that. What is my current... My current R fire is only +1, so I'm getting that from the scarf. So I can replace a ring of sea invisible with a ring of protection from fire if needed, if when I engage with like will-o-wisps or whatever, because will-o-wisps are what killed our last character. And so I want to go and like be extra careful against them. Reclaimed my seat but lost my blanket. Sacrifices must be made to the cat. Oh no. Sacrifices must be made to the cat. That's a 6-headed Hydra. And it's dead. That's a Thorn Hunter, huh? And it's dead. Thorn Hunters seemed like they were probably pretty dangerous. It seemed like it was probably scarier than I gave it credit for. It's gonna kill itself. Yeah, Swampworms fire a harpoon, apparently, at me. Yeah, we're gonna do this. So we're gonna blow you up. Another one of you. You're probably gonna warp right to me. I hate that. I hate when it just hits a mangrove. I don't know why it would ever do that. Blown up. You've moved outside of the familiar dungeon level structure. How far are you into the game? How far till endgame? We are still in what would be considered the early game. We are still decidedly in what we would call the early game. Basically, so the main structure of the game is that we need to find the Orb of Zot. The orb is hidden amongst, or so the orb is hidden in the realm of Zot. +6 ring of intelligence is useless. That's not what I meant to do. We're gonna drop it. There we go. The Orb of Zot is hidden in the realm of Zot. In order to access the realm of Zot, we need to go all the way through a zone known as the Depths. And in order to access the realm of Zot, we need 3 runes. Runes are the reason we are here. Each one of the 3 layer sub-branches, each one of them contains a rune. How did you... What the hell? Okay. Guess we're just going to hit this thing. Okay. Each one of the 3 layer subzones has has a rune in it. Bloated husk, huh? Oh, he blows up. That's good to know. It killed the one behind it before I actually killed the one in front. We don't have any runes yet. We're trying to get our first rune. This is the beginning of what I would call, well, I don't know if I'd call it the early game, but we are still in the early section of the game. This is what I would call the very beginning of the mid game. We've cleared through the early game. This is the beginning of what you would likely call the mid game. Wow, you are able to heal up on that tree, huh? Okay. It'll keep you away from these damn trees, huh? Bone magically twisted to a wand of flame. Oh, that's why they drop a lot of wands. Because their bones actually become the magical wands. That's kind of cool. Oops, gotta go one more step. I've got so much weird muscle memory for this game. Like, I am instinctively moving towards dry spots on this map. Like, I'm instinctively moving towards the actual ground tiles. Because, like, oh, there's a will-o'-the-wisp. We're going to go ahead and put on that ring of protection from fire over my ring of see invisible. Give me +2. Blow it up. Yes. Dead. There's a significant step up in difficulty, the kind of thing which scales with the character. There is a significant step up in difficulty right now. Swamp, the first of the layer zones that you go into constitutes a pretty significant bump up in difficulty. Whoo! What's BS here? Although I am kind of isolated. They can't go into, so this dark blue here, this is deep water. Creatures that cannot fly, i.e. things that are not me or other flying creatures, can't move through this. So in order for them to reach me, they actually have to go all the way around and come down in here. This is the only access they have. Which means I'm actually kind of in a really good spot here to just plink with some of my ranged spells here and get a few kills. Okay, there's a Hydra coming. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let this Hydra... So the Hydra's huge, right? The Hydra's really, really, really big. That's why it can go into the deep water, right? Because it's absolutely gigantic. Oh, how did it miss? Okay, I'm fine. Oh, a Death Drake and a Swamp Dragon are both in view right now. We are getting the hell out of here. Of course not. I let the Swamp Worm... All right, now we're in trouble. I got pulled off of the stairs by the Swamp Worm, so now I'm way over here and kind of screwed. Yep, now I'm just being pulled back and forth by these guys. My teleport needs to go off, like, now. Is that where it teleported me to? You've got to be kidding me. Right, well, now it can't pull me off the ladder, but, like, it doesn't matter because I'm surrounded by things that can kill me. Cure wounds. Another teleportation. Why can't I use Hailstorm? No susceptible monsters within range, huh? What the hell does that mean? Oh, because the Eye of the Storm is around me. So any enemies that are that close to me, I actually make use of that. Okay, one more teleport. Alright, thank God. Now I should be in the spot where... Well, Death Drake made just a beeline right to me, huh? Yep, made an absolute beeline right to me. Alright, it's dead. And the other swamp are pretty much right behind it. You've gotta be kidding me. Well, they're all dead now. Where's my... Here it is. Where the hell? Actually, might not want to go down that one again. I actually might want to go all the way around. How does this work? Oh my god. This map is a mess. I gotta go like all the way up and around this way so I can get around. That was not fun. I would not have been very happy if I lost this character like 10 minutes into the stream. Alright, this is not very far away. I'm just up and to the left slightly of my previous zone. So the enemies should be a big block of enemies like right down here. There's a bog body and a spriggan. We're going to start by... Yeah, we killed the bog body. Killed the spriggan. Alright, I am very interested in killing that swamp worm because it can... That's not... Well, that's fine. I guess if everything's dead, it doesn't matter. Alright. Well, the Death Drake followed us up and we killed it up there. All the Spriggans are now dead. We killed the Swamp Dragon. That's a Spriggan Druid and I'm surrounded by trees. I need to move away from the trees. Okay, it's now dead. Scroll. Oh, there's actually a more part of the zone over here. Another one of you guys. Yeah, you're able to heal when you're up against these trees, so I need to pull you away from the trees. There we go. Ooh, Wand of Mind Burst. Come on, be dead. What was that? Oh, that's me. He pulled me forward. The very big Wand of Mind Burst I now have. Seems like it could be an interesting vault. Potions of Curing and Lignification. Careful exploration of the zone. Fenstrider Witch. Okay. And she's dead. Nice. +1 Robe of Willpower. I'm currently wearing leather armor. And I'm pretty good with, like, spell chance failure. So I'm going to keep wearing leather for now. Eventually, I'll actually be able to move up into some heavier armor. I've actually got 20 strength on this character. Can actually wear some pretty heavy armor if I wanted to try and spec into it. Right now, the main goal is to get Spellforge Servitor castable, Once Spellforge Servitor is castable, the next thing I think for me is going to be increasing my fighting up to... No, shields. It's going to be getting shields up to a high level. It's going to be shields and fighting, primarily. It is a fair amount of strength for a caster, because, you know, that's one of the... Gargoyles start with a very high strength. And they also gain some strength on level up, so... I am actually significantly stronger than a lot of other, like, pure casters would be at this level, so it'll make it much easier for me to pivot into some stronger, like, heavier armors. Especially if we find some, like, elemental dragons at some point, like in depths or in vaults or something, who drop some interesting, like, scales as armor. Okay, I think that's everything on this level. All right, that's... We almost died immediately on Swamp 2, but that's fine. We made it. I'm pretty sure Swamp 2 is where we ripped our last character, so, like... I am happy. I'm going to try and move, like, into the middle here so that you don't have anything you can teleport onto me with. Man, there really is just no real easy way to... I need you dead. Alright, we just killed the bog body. Swamp worm. Swamp worm. First one's dead. Second one showed up. There's a bloated husk behind it. Oh, I killed the bloated husk and it blew up on the swamp worm. That's awesome. Couple of alligators coming in. Let's move over here. Oh, there's a Goliath frog. I didn't even notice that thing was following me. Iron shot. Oh, that's even better. We're going to take iron... As soon as we're out of this combat, we're going to take iron shot. Shit. There we go. Yeah, iron shot is like exactly what I want. Hold on. Memorize. Iron shot. I don't have that many levels of magic to memorize. Do I have Scrolls of Amnesia? I do. We're going to get rid of Sandblast. We're going to get rid of... And all of these could technically be useful. Get rid of Pass Wall. Oh, and I still need to get rid of one more. Shoot. Let me turn on spell castings for a hot minute, and let me turn off conjurations just for a minute. I want to get spell casting up to level, the next level up. So that I can try and get one more level of spell casting. The book on conjurations. Bunny Yip? Is that a... That's a Bunny Yip? Is that not a unique? Flesh-eating beast that uses its limbs and tail interchangeably. It moves with alarming speed, but must pause to reorganize itself after each attack. Okay. It's resistant to poison and drowning. It's fast, but it attacks very slowly. But it can hit... Oh my god, it could kill me in one hit if it got to me. Because it can hit 3 times for up to 40 damage each. Now, each one only has 39% chance to hit me. It would have to hit me with all 3 of them and do basically max damage, because I have some guaranteed damage reduction, because of the fact that my skin is made of stone. Alright, it's dead. Magic Dart and Searing Ray are not interesting to me at this level. I need to get Iron Shot memorized as soon as I can. I need to get one more level of... Bunny hips are no joke. Amulet of the Acrobat, and I'm gonna drop that. I think my Amulet of Reflection is more important to me than a regular Amulet of the Acrobat. +4 Ring of Evasion, that's a dropper. No, not really running a lot of evasion. Really not running a lot of defenses at all right now, but really I think my defenses are going to be pretty heavily based on shields for at least the most of the mid game. Once I start getting, again, once I get this shit castable. Once I get some of this shit that's on my list castable, like specifically Spellforge Servitor. Spriggan Riders. Summonings hit 3. Okay. Got 5 Scrolls of Enchant Weapon. Now, there is, of course, the possibility that at some point, especially once I get, all this shit, castable, that I actually, go find a strong melee weapon and, use that to supplement my stuff instead of using the Staff of Conjurations. Actually, there's another Goliath Frog somewhere around here. Here it is. There's spellcasting up. I should now be able to memorize 6 levels. Yes. Iron Shot. Yes, memorize that. And that's on A now. Awesome. Why would a melee weapon be better? Because it doesn't cost mana to swing it. Is pretty much the... it just gives me an extra layer of, attacking. Of a chance to deal, the last bit of damage that needs to be done after my magic has worn itself out after a long fight. Alright, Iron Shot is now online. I think that might replace... Does that replace Orb of Destruction? Let me actually look something up real quick. There's something I really want to look up here in a second. We're going to go to the Crawl Wiki. And we're going to look up... actually, what we're going to look up is Spellforged Servitor. Technically, Orb of Destruction is listed above Iron Shot. Part of being a single target spell, Iron Shot is extremely popular to affect no monster has special resistances against pure physical damage. It combines well with Vile Clutch. Destruction. Destruction. Orbs of specified angular position. Orbs will travel towards a target. Extremely powerful. No elemental resistance, a full range spell. Due to the orb's predilection for swerving into walls, using like Iron Shot and tight highways, and the orb will often fail at distances greater than 3 to 4 tiles. Destructions are very effective against statues and other foes with high resistance to elemental damage. Okay, so they seem somewhat similar. I think they're very similar to each other, with the exception that Orb of Destruction actually deals more damage, but it does cost 1 more mana, so I think it might be beneficial for me to try and incorporate Iron Shot instead. In fact, I'm going to quiver Iron Shot. instead of okay, and actually I want to fix my, now we're at 14, so that can go to off. We're going to turn conjurations back on. We're not going to focus it. We're going to keep summonings focused, really. And how good are we looking on Spellforge? Spellforge is at 24% and it's still red. So we are getting there. We are almost to the point. Oh, there we go. Almost to the point of casting Spellforge Servitor. Another bunny yip. Got it. Yeah, so that costs 3 casts. Lightning's up, Conjurations is up. There's a Spriggan Druid. 2 bots showed up. Would you like me to ban them? Don't ban anything prematurely. I want to do a full... I will take care of all that stuff myself. When I feel like I really want to do that. There's a +0 tower shield. I'm not going to pick that up for now. Wow, this floor was... Considering how challenging the last floor was, this one was so easy. Alright, going on to 4. Goliath Frog. After the last floor was you needed the break. I mean, I really did decide to throw me in on the deep end on 2 there. Well, I guess both floor 1 and 2 freaking threw me to the deep end. There's another book here. What does it say? Book the Book of the Hunter. That's gonna be a lot of like Call Canine Familiar, Portal Projectile. Yeah, not useful. Portal Projectile is actually fun, but it's very specific, I found. This might fail. Yeah, that's what I was kind of afraid of. Alright, we'll kill you in 1. Where'd that dragon go? There it is. Got it. Spriggan Druid. Miss. Hit. Okay. Another Wand of Mind Burst. It's very nice. There's a Staff of Cold on the ground over there. I don't really have any use for it, but it's nice to know that it's there. Alright, that's a dead end. Okay. Now, I don't remember off the top of my head how many floors these, like, these zones usually have. This might be the last floor. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to look that up. Swamp. The swamp. The Decaying Ruin of Zot is in a monster-filled vault on swamp floor. So yeah, this is the last level. So this is the last level. So I just got to be careful on this level. Donald. Ay, 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 ay. As I come into... Oh, boy. A sourceless malevolence fills the swamp. A horrendous wail and alarm goes off. So I now have a sentinel's mark on me. I hear a shout. I hear a roar. I hear a deafening roar. Wow. 11, 12, 13 things are all aware of my position right now. And here's the problem, right? 1 floor, 1 stair up, 2 stair up, 3 stair up. All these stairs up are in the same, like, almost right next to each other. So if a bunch of enemies come flooding this area, even if I were to go up the stair and come back down, I only come down over here. Like, there's gonna be right around me no matter what. Donald the Adventurer comes into view. He's wearing a +0 longsword, a +3 plate armor of willpower, so he's gonna potentially... Good thing I'm not trying to do anything that he could resist. And, oh, but he's wearing a +0 kite shield of reflection. That's a huge problem for me. That's a huge problem for me. That's a huge problem for me. All right, don't target him. Okay. So he's pumping himself up. He's got spells. What do I do against somebody who has reflection, huh? Can I cast Lee's Rapid Deconstruction? No, I cast Lee's Rapid Deconstruction on myself, but like I can't cast on his armor or something. That would be cool. Lightning Bolt's just going to bounce back at me. Freezing Cloud, I think, is a good answer. Hailstorm. Why can't I cast Hail? Oh, Hailstorm only goes out like 2 steps. Let me try Freezing Cloud. Yeah, you can just dodge that. I really don't have any answer to this. Oh no, so he stepped through it. He's going so fast though. The freezing vapors don't really do anything. All right, we gotta get away from this. We're gonna drag this hapless alligator up the stairs with me. We're gonna go back down a different staircase. Sentinel's mark is gone. So a good step for me is going to be to step into the water here. Fenstrider Witch. Oh, I didn't even see. Uh-oh. I'm in a lot of trouble. All right, what was Freezing Cloud in again? E. Briar's over here. Can I drag this witch up with me? Is she going to come with me? Yes, she will. Good. All right, how the other question? All right, so I go down the third one. This puts me back another few steps. And then I can do things like... It's blasting me with Thorn. Holy heck, it just dealt a lot of damage to me. Alright, that thing's dead. That thing's dead. Donald is still around. I still don't really have an answer to Donald, do I? I mean... Am I correct in thinking that Lightning Bolt will be reflected? Thin Mist, Wandering, reflecting back projectiles. Mighty Clap of Thunder. Feel a surge of power. You hear a mighty clap of thunder. The bolt of lightning hits Donald. Donald is lightly wounded. Donald shouts. Let's try that again. Feel the surge of power. Mighty clap of thunder. The lightning bolt hits Donald. Donald is lightly wounded. Donald casts a spell and seems to speed up. I mean, I've hit him twice, but I've done like no damage to him. The furthest away I can cast that. Yeah, I can put it there. I'll have to spend at least 2 turns inside of it. I'm like really nervous. Like I don't want to throw an orb. Can an orb be reflected? I think it can be. So I don't want to like throw an orb of destruction and get it reflected back at me. Surge of power, bolt of lightning hits Donald. Donald is lightly wounded. Still in the freezing vapors for another turn. He might even be slowed. It's hard to say. I mean, he's powered up and hasted, so he's going to hit me like a freaking truck when he does make it to me. Man, I don't really have an answer to this. I mean, he's hurting. This is now a problem, because now that he's on top of me... Alright, you know what we're going to do? We're going to drag him up a level. He's going to hit me like a fucking truck. Oh my god. We are going to read a scroll of blinking. We are going to blink all the way over here. And then we're going to go back down a level. That's not a go down, that's a go up. Awesome! Alright. I really kind of want to kill this guy. Like, I could leave this fight. So I dragged him up to Swamps 3, and my goal was going to be just to leave him on Swamps 3, right? Because enemies can't use stairs except for when they're following me up or downstairs. And they can only follow me up or downstairs if they're in the tile right next to me when I choose to go up or down a set of stairs. So if I were to like go down a set of stairs right now, he would not be able to follow me. Problem is, this other set of stairs that I blinked to is an up set of stairs, not a down set of stairs. So I'd have to go all the way up to Swamp 2 and then try and come back down through 3 into 4 without, like, picking him up somehow. Which I think we're going to do. I just don't want to lose this character. I'll be so sad if I lose this character. Something dumb like casting an Orb of Destruction, having it bounce back at me. That would be the saddest thing in the universe. There we go. We dodged him. Okay. Ooh. Spectral Grossness. Swamp Dragon. Boom. Yeah, I really just don't want to rip this character randomly. Trying to fight somebody like Donald when I don't need to. The only thing killing him is going to net me... Well, no, I was just about to say the only thing killing him will net me is experience, but actually I think... Hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say the only thing that killing him would get me is experience, which obviously I can get elsewhere. But then I was gonna say, well, that's not true. He has that really nice shield of reflection. But then I was remembering that we had this conversation last time. We actually found a kite shield of reflection elsewhere. And I decided not to pick it up because I have an amulet of reflection, and the amulet of reflection actually gives me plus shields. Like, it gives me additional shields just to start off with. So having a kite shield and an amulet of reflection is kind of nice because they sort of stack in effectiveness in a sense, even though they do take it. That's 2 equipment slots, right? Because it's a shield slot and my amulet slot. That's the trade-off. It takes 2 equipment slots, but they kind of stack in effectiveness with each other. So it's kind of cool to have both. So that's why. So I actually chose to give up a shield of reflection already because I already have an amulet of reflection. So yeah, killing him is kind of a waste. It would kind of just be useless. I mean, not useless, like wasting a lot of resources in killing him would not be worth. What the hell? I don't like flayed ghosts. They suck. Flayed ghosts are really frustrating because what they can do Nice, got him. What Flayed Ghosts do is they can actually, like, they take a huge chunk of your health away, but it's like, it's an illusion, right? Like, you become, like, you get an illusion that you've been, like, flayed alive, right? You've been torn open. And that takes away a huge chunk of your health, and you feel the pain of being torn alive, torn open alive, and all that stuff. But it's an illusion, and so when you kill them, it goes away. But, um, but for that, in that meantime, your health is actually legitimately low, and if an enemy legitimately comes to kill you, you know, they can do that. So if your health hits 0, you're dead no matter what, even if it was just an illusion. That's a poison blast that I don't really care about. We're going to just keep killing. That is a swamp dragon zombie that I'm actually not all that scared of. We are going to step out of the poison cloud just in case, though. Man, I don't like any bit of this. Alright, that's the swamp dragon dead. I wonder if I can get 2 actual casts out of this in a couple turns. Yes. Nice. 4-headed Hydra Simulacrum. That I did not expect to see. I backed myself into a corner because I was not paying attention to level geometry. I don't know if Simulacra can go up. That's 8. I wonder if I can I get him in 1? Got him. Okay. Freezing Wraith. Why am I going up against so many enemies that are like cold damage based, huh? What's up with that? Vampire Knight. Death Drake. Did I say Death Drake Zombie? Death Drake Skeleton. My good God. Jeebus. Thankfully, the Simulacra die really easy. They still scare the hell out of me, though. Simulacra can deal a lot of... because they deal a lot of cold damage very quickly. Swamp Drake. That's going to hit the tree. You stupid, useless... Wow, 2 Swamp Drakes and Swamp Dragon, huh? Dead, dead, dead. Ooh, we dropped his scales. 6-headed Hydra zombie. Now let's keep going. Nope, he walked away. Swamp Dragon scales. Now, though, they're unenchanted, but I am curious to see... Just a moment here. I do, in fact, have a scroll of enchanting. That is correct. Let's see. Armor, which I have to spell the British way because this is a British game. Armor. Encumbrance rating for armor. These are Swamp Dragon scales. These are... quite a bit heavier, though they've got a lot more base AC, though. I mean, they're only gonna provide resistance to poison, which is already like... Hey, said. I think it's a moot point because I don't think... I think it's a moot point because I think the will plus on my armor... Also, my armor is a +2 already by default, so it goes up to a plus... So it's only better by 2 armor class. It's only better by 2 AC, and I lose the will plus. And I don't really get any other benefit from it, so I'm pretty sure it's a moot point anyway, but yeah. Swamp Dragon Scales, just, you know, keep in mind that they now exist on the map.